I'm
Hi,
Laura,
I'm Mallory.
and we are joining you again here from Meridian to talk about how things have been going during this entire odd time and just all of the changes. It's been a week of really big changes. So did you want to have a seat and talk about it?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Oh, so, gosh, one of the big changes for us this week has been just what you saw, and that is just some policy changes, some safety measures. When we started, we were standing a little closer together, and so we had our face coverings, our masks on, and now we are physical distancing at 6 feet apart, and so we're able to safely take those off just for this video so that you can see our lips moving and see our smiles, and we can talk to you a little bit better. But yeah, there's some folks that have generously made these masks for our staff here at Meridian, and so we are super grateful. But yeah, it's just another week, I think, of a lot of change. So Mallory, how are you dealing with all of the change and all of the uncertainty and just all of it?
I mean, things are changing day by day, so I'm having to be really flexible. And I've noticed there's so much going on, and I've been doing my deep breathing exercises and things that I normally do, practicing mindfulness outside, things like that. But I noticed that lately my mind, even while doing those things, has just been wandering, and it's kind of like all over the place just because everything is changing so fast. So I'm just like wondering if you've been through the same thing, or if you have any advice about that.
Yeah, I actually do. I'm the kind of personality-wise anyway that I have a difficult time with deep breathing and meditation. I mean, there's definitely a value in it, but I have to try really hard. Just generally speaking, my mind wanders anyway. So I've had to definitely develop and learn other tools to have for those times. One of the ones that I really enjoy and that I think works really well for me is mental games, creating like games inside of your head that you can do that nobody even knows you're doing, but it gives your mind a task. If your mind is going to wander and be active anyway, it sort of gives it something to do, and it looks a little bit like this. So you shouldn't need any materials for it, no pen, no paper, just all inside your head. It should be brief, easy, but also require your full focus. So like you could take the lyrics to your favorite song and recite them backwards. You could try to name like 3 foods for every letter of the alphabet, like avocado, apple, asparagus, broccoli, beans, burgers, like until you get to Q or something ridiculous, and then you can stop. But little things like that, depending on your age, depending on how challenging it is to name all of your teachers from high school, that's another thing that could probably occupy your mind for a little while. And then it gives yourself somewhere to focus. So that's something that I do.
I like that. I've never heard of that before.
So what's a game, like if you had to make one up right now, like what's one you might could do?
Let me see. Maybe think about how many pairs of earrings I have. You know me, you see me every day.
Yeah, she has great earrings. Actually wore earrings today just because Mallory always has them on in the video, and I was a little jealous.
I think if I could sit here and think about like every single pair, it would be a great mental game because I have a lot.
Yeah, no, I love that. See, so it can be something like from, your own life, or it could just be like something that you've totally made up, that's just naming words. It could be something with like letters and vocabulary. That's just sort of how my brain works. So yeah, to me, it's almost like counting sheep, right? Everybody's heard that. So it's almost like that because it gives you something to focus on other than the fact that you're not supposed to be focusing on anything, because that tends to freak me out sometimes. Yeah. My brain has to have a place to go. So.
I think that's a great technique. You guys let us know in the comments if you start doing this, and if you can think of any mental games.
Yes,
for yourself.
Give us ideas, give us games.
Yeah.
That would be great. I think you could also do this while deep breathing.
I think so too.
Because then you can get the physical benefits of the breathing.
Right.
But like you're saying, you're having trouble, you still enjoy the breathing, it's still something that benefits you, but you also want to stop the thoughts.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let us know some games. We also want to remind you, of course, like we do every week, that Meridian is by your side and that we're open for business, and that we are doing telehealth appointments for both new and existing clients. And Mallory, why don't you give them that number?
Yeah, 352-374-5600.
Awesome. We will see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.
Bye.